Hey people, it is Saturday, May the 24th. It's currently 1:24 in the afternoon and a fairly mild 15 degrees Celsius. Definitely a big improvement over the last couple of previous days where it was barely able to even get out of the single digits. Most of the rain clouds have moved on, but we still have a few dark clouds that look like they could potentially dump a bit more rain on the city, but that huge system has, for the most part, moved on, thankfully. You might recall a very rainy live stream I did recently. But as you can see, I'm currently here in Dundas Square, near the corner of Yonge and Dundas. And this weekend is sort of a big deal in the city. This is the Doors Open weekend, which is an annual event here in Toronto and many other cities around the world also, where many buildings which are normally not publicly accessible all year round open up their doors to the public to take a look inside, maybe see some things they normally can't see on a regular day. And this year, Doors Open includes the observation levels at Toronto City Hall, which I have been to once before in a previous Doors Open many years back, before the days of YouTube, or maybe I was just starting my YouTube channel actually, and I didn't record a video of that. I'm going to head there now to Toronto City Hall, and we'll go up to the observation level on the 27th floor. Check out some views. You might recall a couple of years ago I went to the Toronto Dominion Centre and did record a video during Doors Open on that year, where I went to the top of the tallest TD Centre Tower, the original tower, which is 57 stories. And I took in some awesome views of the city. And I might do that again this year. I'm not decided yet, but I'm definitely at least going to check out the City Hall observation deck. Not as high as the TD Centre, but 27 floors is more than high enough to get some pretty awesome views of downtown and the surrounding city. So we're currently walking west on Dundas Street. I'll take us to Bay, then we'll go south. And I expect a line there, so once I reach the end of the line, I'll just pause the video. But of course I'll resume once we're on our way up to check out the views. Looks like all the tulips are gone. You might recall I did a video a couple of weeks back where this whole stretch was just full of tulips in bloom. Kind of a lively day downtown. I mean, it's a Saturday. It's not pouring rain, at least for now. We have at least double-digit temperatures, so that tends to bring the people out. Still below seasonal, though, for this time of year. It should be up over 20 degrees for daytime highs this time of year. I do see the sun is trying to come out from behind the clouds. Thankfully, those dark, rainy-looking clouds have passed over. I see they're making their way southeast by the looks of it. All right, we're at Bay. I'm gonna cross to the other side. Streetcar honked at that cyclist for not stopping when the streetcar is boarding or deboarding. Vehicles, including cyclists, really should stop to allow people to safely board or deboard. If you don't, you'll get honked at. Got some art for sale. Hopefully the wait in line won't be too long. I remember when I waited at the TD Center a couple of years ago, I think it took upwards of 90 minutes of waiting in line. So if you do want to come and check some of these buildings out, you should come early, because I think after about 4 p.m. or so, they basically cut you off, and by then it's too late because the event ends at 5 p.m. for the most part. Try to move past the slower moving people.
Okay.
All right, here is City Hall, the back side, the windowless side of City Hall. This building turns 60 years old this year. Everyone usually calls it New City Hall because it replaced the other much older City Hall just over there with the clock tower. I always like to joke that New City Hall is kind of old now too. It's not so new City Hall, 60 years. Everything suddenly is very lush and green. I think all that rain we had really kicked things into high gear. It was a bit lagging this year, I thought. Mother Nature has a way of making up for that sort of thing. All right, we're entering Nathan Phillips Square. The financial district immediately to the south. It's Queen Street going across the southern end of Nathan Phillips Square.
Baba.
All part of the doors open event here at City Hall. See the lineup over here. It says you may be photographed, videotaped, or recorded. Yes, you may be, because that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So no one better raise a stink about my camera being present then. Yeah, this line is no joke. I might not have time to even do any other buildings today. By the time I do City Hall here, there might not be enough time to do any more. Oh, I guess I have to enter over here. Duh. Don't mind me, I'm just a doofus. You gotta be funneled like a rat through a maze. But awesome views. 45-minute wait from here, so at least it's less than an hour. So once I get to the front of the line, I'll start recording again as we make our way inside. Now it's this 30-minute wait from here. That's not so bad. We'll see how accurate that is. It is currently... I just want to look at the time. Currently 1:37. My phone had to go through the whole fingerprint process just to look at the time for some reason. So 1:37. We'll see what time it is when I'm entering the building. So I'm gonna pause things, but I'll be back hopefully in 30 minutes. All right, I'm inside the building. It took 36 minutes. Now the line has separated into two streams, one for people with bags, because their bags have to be screened here, and the other line for people without bags, such as myself. There's an awesome model of Toronto over there. I might have to try and take a look at afterwards. Or actually, I guess both of these lines are for the same thing. I just thought everyone in this line I'm in seemed to not have a bag, but I guess some people do. Just trying to speed up the process by separating the crowd into two separate lines. All right, well, maybe I'll pause it again. And once I'm heading up in the elevator, I'll resume. So I'll be back in a flash. All right, I'm further inside the building now. We went through security. That was quite the process. I ended up having to take everything out of my pockets, put it in a bin, just like at an airport, basically. So not just people with bags, but basically anyone who had anything on them. And you had to be screened and walk through a metal detector. Quite the ordeal. I guess that's the world we live in now, right? I'm in the line now to go up to the 27th floor observation deck. See some of the surrounding lobby here. So this line shouldn't take as long as the other line. I'm hoping maybe 10-15 minutes or so, but I won't stand here and record the entire process once again. But I thought I'd just pop back in and give you a bit of an update as I gradually make my way up to that observation deck. So once again, I'll be back in a flash. So another update. Apparently, it's an hour wait in line to get to the elevator. All those people you see there are in line as they make their way round and round from one level to the next to get to the elevators up to the 27th floor. So I have a much longer wait ahead of me than I did just to get in the building. Oy vey is all I have to say. Well, I've come this far. I'm not going to give up now. Some people have bailed, though, once they found out it's an hour wait from here. A few people just turned around and said nope after waiting all this time so far. I can't say I really blame them. But my afternoon is wide open, so I'm determined now to get up to that 27th floor. I kind of wish I was those people up there, though, much closer to the end of the line. To be continued. Hey, look at that. I'm at the elevator. That did not take an hour. It took more like 15-20 minutes, which was what I initially thought it would take. Some of those people who bailed earlier thinking it would take an hour probably would be disappointed to learn that they could have gotten here a lot quicker than they were told.
Alright, so we're heading towards 25th floor, not exactly on 27th. So on your right side you'll find the stairs. They'll lead us to 27th floor, that is the deck. And just be a little watchful towards your steps. The deck is a little undulated, the flooring is a little undulated, so yeah. Just to avoid some accidents, and here we are.
Good elevator.
On the right side.
Alright,
Thank you very much. Your nice.
Well, my ears actually popped going up. That was a pretty fast elevator ride. So this observation deck is obviously not open to the public anymore on a regular basis. I don't know why. I think it would be quite popular if it were open all the time, and I assume at one time, maybe after City Hall first opened, it was open to the public all the time, but they closed it for some reason. Seems a waste of a awesome place to come and check out some views of the city. Looking down at the square. There's some pretty funky clouds. But look at that, you can see, looking west, see a cluster of skyscrapers at Humber Bay Shores, and beyond that, another cluster, which is Mississauga City Center. That's very far away, like 30, maybe 25 kilometers away to Mississauga City Center. And that's the entertainment district, that cluster of mostly residential towers. Looking down at the shorter of the two buildings that make up City Hall, the two curving towers. I think that one is 23 floors, if I'm not mistaken, compared to 27 for this one. They could have cleaned the windows in preparation for this event, I think. There's the Canada Life building. That was open on another Doors Open, where you were able to go up to the top of that one, which I did. I didn't do a video of that one either. That was quite a few years back. That one's only 17 stories up, but the views are still pretty awesome. From the very top of that building, you can see. It's just a tiny space at the top there. I think only like about 20 people at a time could fit inside. Maybe I'll come back to that one. It is open to the air here. This is a very tiny little observation spot right here. I'll try to get a shot of that. All right, there we go. Go ahead. There we are. So that's looking east, going that way, north up this way. And then south to the financial district. You can see Yonge-Dundas over there with the big screens. And the aura. And somebody threw a paper airplane, and there it goes. That's looking towards where I live. I live very close to that tower in the center of the shot you can see there. On the east side of downtown. There goes another paper airplane. That one is taking quite a ride there.
Là-bas, tu as toujours Dundas.
Le lac en face.
Là, par contre, ça donne la confusion. Là-bas, le lac.
Oh, appartement,
Ah, mais c'est... Ah non, c'est bien.
Pretty cool view from here even. Not the best sort of layout up here, I suppose, as far as observation decks go. Oop, I think I see an open space over there now. You want to take a photo? Don't mind me, I'll just wait while the photos are being taken. Yeah, 27 floors is surprisingly high, really. Pretty dirty windows here.
Front side lock. Yeah.
Got the Sheraton Hotel, big slab of a building there. All right. So obviously it is accessible to those who couldn't use the stairs. And I think you can spend as much time up here as you like after you've waited all that time in line. It's too bad there's not more of a 360 view though. Let's look down at this end. Maybe there's another view to the east. Looks like there is.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah, this one's a bit better. That's looking more north, actually. You can make out the top of One Bloor West under construction. And now looking to the east.
That's not even a sea tower.
Pretty soon this view will be transformed. 2 new skyscrapers will be rising on either side of the aura there, sort of almost blocking it from some vantage points. One of them will be taller than the aura, just to the right of the aura. That's Concord Sky that will be rising there. It's already under construction, just not visible from this vantage point as of yet. And sort of looking up the Bay Street corridor there. Well, I think I've seen pretty much all there is to see. I'm not sure if I'll try for the TD Center again today. There's still tomorrow. If I don't end up doing the TD Center, you can always check out my previous video from a couple years back, of course. I think I heard some people say, "It's the Ken Continuum," as I was walking past. All right, maybe I'll make my way back down.
Logic supervisor to logic floater on 25th floor.
Say goodbye to the views. Well, was that worth upwards of an hour and a half of waiting in line? Hello there. The elevator is over here, straight ahead?
Go straight ahead. Elevator is on the right side.
Okay, thank you. I think it was worthwhile. It's free. If you have the time, why not? If you're someone like me who enjoys tall buildings and views from tall buildings, and you get to see some stuff that you wouldn't normally see.
All right, guys, just head up the stairs there. Do you want to swap? Like, do you want me to do your coffee? No, you're having a good time. I am. I'm having a good time in the elevator. I'm 6 coffees in, having a good time. I'm not going to sleep tonight, but that's future me.
Looks like there's 6 elevators here.
All right, guys, just head up the stairs right up there.
Oops, sorry. See, exit over here. Sort of walking through another level here right now. This is where all those people were standing before. I thought these people were in line for the elevator and you had to go up a level. But they're all here for some other reason, apparently to see the mayor's office. And that's what that line's all about. I'm not too keen on checking out the mayor's office. But, you know, we can just check out more of the building as I make my way out. There are stairs here to go down. There's also a tour of the council chambers as well, where all the action happens. Is it possible to look at that model of Toronto over there? Is that accessible right now?
Sorry, where is that?
The model of Toronto that's just over there by the entrance. There's a big model.
That's fine.
Yeah? Okay. It's just right in the middle of all the lineups and everything.
Oh, that's fine. I don't
Yeah?
think that's...
Okay.
Everyone is going there. You can just watch it.
Okay, okay. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good. Just doing a pre-recording.
I'm doing a pre-recorded walk, yeah, after all those
A lot of people are online.
lineups. Have you been up to the top yet?
No, I just got in.
You just got in, okay.
Just got in.
Okay.
I went to Old City Hall.
Yeah.
I was there for like maybe 45, 50 minutes. The lineup plus
Right.
inside.
Right. Yeah, I just came down from the top, so
Okay.
took like an hour and a half of waiting in
From the outside.
2 different lines, you know, yeah. Whatever, it's free, you know. It was,
Yeah, it's free.
I
yeah,
got
for the-
nothing else to do, so
Same.
made a video, why not, right? So yeah, I was just heading out. I'm going to take a look at that model over there. You see that model of the city?
Yeah.
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 Hopefully I can check that out. So you're streaming?
No.
Oh,
I'm
pre-recorded.
recording, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I'm not streaming too much of a hassle.
Yeah. Plus waiting in line while you're streaming, kind of boring, right? Yeah. Yeah.
The city was at Billy Bishop. Japan is at the TTC garage, and I think Eddie is at Don Jail.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if Johnny was going to come. He wasn't sure last time I talked to him, but I guess we'll find out, yeah.
Well, he has tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I might hit up some other things tomorrow, maybe. Well, it was good running into you.
Yeah, all right, man.
All right.
All right, take care.
Until next time.
There
Later.
is Ken continuing.
Toronto Walker. Later.
Okay.
All right. Out we go. Now, can I get to that model over there? I think I could just cut through the line here and check it out. Excuse me. TinyTO model. It's not so tiny. Let's see how up to date this thing is. This has been here a long time, and I know it was really out of date, and so they started adding new buildings to update it, but I think that's still a work in progress here. I do see they have some very recent buildings though. You can see the Canada House towers are there. Those are still under construction practically. They don't have one blower west in this model yet though. Up at the northern end. They do have one blower east though. That's been there for quite a long time now. It's decently up to date, you know. I mean, it's probably missing maybe a dozen major buildings, I would say, but it shouldn't be too hard to get this up to date. They don't have the TD Terrace office building. Or maybe they do, they just don't have it depicted in its actual shape. It just looks like a rectangle here, a much more ordinary rectangular office building. So they didn't sculpt it to match the actual shape of the tower. They have the south core. They don't have the sky tower, that's under construction still. As well as some of the Sugar Wharf buildings. But pretty decent. But still missing at least a dozen major skyscrapers, I would say. I'd like to be put in charge of this project. I'd make sure it was up to date. We have the Portlands here. And they have the east side with Regent Park. That's the old Regent Park. They haven't updated it yet. That looks completely different now with lots of new towers. Looks like this is the older part of the model, actually, that was originally built. Lots of big changes on the east side there that they have yet to do. Looks like I can go all the way around it. Let's see if we can get a skyline shot here. Oops. Try not to block the shot. At the Don Valley. Rosedale right there. Bloor Yorkville is decently up to date. They have some brand new buildings that are still under construction. It's kind of funny that other buildings that are long completed are not in the model, but ones that are still under construction are in the model. Have to come back and check it out maybe in a year and see what's been added. Hopefully One Bloor West, Concord Sky, the Sky Tower, and some other major buildings will be added. Here's the annex and the U of T. It's an ongoing project to get this more up to date. Very cool. Here's the CNE grounds and Ontario Place, or what's left of Ontario Place these days, I guess. Even have the Billy Bishop Airport there. And the Gardiner Expressway. And the rail corridor. Yep, very cool. I used to have a model city, several actually model cities that I built. In my younger days, they took up big chunks of my bedroom back then. Not as big as this though, obviously. I think I had 3 different model cities on the go at one time. All right, I'm heading out. And here's the real thing now. All right, let's take a look at where we were. We were up there. Looks like the green roof is open, which is nice to see. But I'm going to start to wrap up this walk and look inside City Hall to the 27th floor observation deck. I hope you found it enjoyable as I geeked out a bit, checking out the views and then checking out that model. I definitely got a little geeky there, I know. But anyway, leave a comment down below if you did enjoy or not. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal as well as via my merch store. Or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.